and welcome once again to the Den of Do. We've got a few seconds and we're about to start the session. So I've got my watch on Do Workout. I'm going to press that and I'm going to press OK in 3, 2, 1 and the warm-up begins. Today's session includes 12 single leg efforts. Well, actually it's not 12 of those, there's only 8 of those, and then we've got a sustained effort at the end. So this is only really going to work if you have clip-on pedals. If you don't have clippy pedals or a cage to put your foot in, it might be an idea to just think about working each leg that you're working so that we build up some neuromuscular pathways so your brain and your muscles start to talk to each other. Right, single leg drills. So the big question is, why are we doing them? I'll let you think. Is one leg stronger than the other? Do you have a dominant leg? So while we think about that, I'm just going to tell you we have got 9 minutes left for our warm-up. There's a 9-minute warm-up and then the first effort. When we unclick, what I want you to think about is taking your one foot out and placing it, I put it on the back of the turbo. Be very careful not to put your foot into the wheel. Okay, so now we've had a little think about those legs. My right leg is definitely better than my left. More clunking when I do single leg drills. So what we're looking at here is the rationale for doing single leg drills. In today's session are 2-minute efforts on each individual leg before having a double leg effort. So, what we want to think about, it's probably the longest we've done on a single leg with me so far. We tend to do sort of 30 seconds. We have done some 1-minute efforts, but we're upping our game today. I was reading an article that really is a proponent for single leg drills. Research shows that on average, our dominant leg produces 6% more power in sustained effort. So that means it generates up to 10 watts more than the less dominant leg. Now if we could get both to match, or get the less dominant to be up at the same level as the dominant leg, it would raise our VO2 max and make us far more efficient cyclists. Now, what it stated was that peak fitness is being limited by our less dominant leg. It's bringing you down, so stop dragging that leg along and get it doing some work. There has been some debate about it, because when we actually do the drills, we engage our hip flexors more, so that to initiate it, it's not true to cycling where we want to load all the muscles. But there was some real research that showed that it's only over a 3-week period, and they increased the single leg drills twice a week for 3 weeks, and it saw a marked improvement of VO2 max of all the athletes that took part in the study. In fact, it showed that it was actually more effective than the high cadence drills which I get you to do on a regular basis. Now I like the high cadence drills because they teach your contract and relax mechanisms to work more effectively within the muscles. So it's a bit of belts and braces. Single legs will reduce the dominance and bring both legs to be balanced, and your high cadence work that we do in other sessions really helps the body to become more efficient by releasing the antagonistic muscle to allow that contraction to take place. So there's a place for all types of drills. It's just knowing why you're doing them really, instead of blindly following. Now when we do the single legs, to try and reduce that hip dominance, think about scraping the poo off the shoe at the other side. Then lift and push over. If you think about the muscles that you're using, the chances are that you'll be more effective in the long run, and we won't overload any single muscle group. science to get us started this morning. It's either got you watching or it's got you turning off. I don't know. But I do think it's important that you know why you're doing the sessions that we are doing. Right, I'm hoping you're liking my new t-shirt. I'm now an ambassador for Just Strong clothing company. It specifically designs clothing for women, sport specific. It's geared quite mostly to, I think, people who are weight training, CrossFit, but I like the ethos that they have behind it because it is showing that girls can train hard and be accepted instead of being, oh, she's a bit of a tomboy, or she's built like a bloke. Whatever comments that you might get because you train and train hard. It isn't unfeminine to train. It's just making the most of what we've got, girls. So this is the first piece of kit. If you message me, if you comment on my YouTube channel, I will give you the discount code. That's it, good. So we've got 3 minutes and about 35 seconds left of the warm-up, then we're going to get to 1 leg drill. So I'm going to start, I think, with my right leg, because it's my favourite leg, and then I'll do my left dominant afterwards. So there's 2 minutes altogether. Bear in mind, if you're struggling with the length of time for a whole hour session, then you can do 6 and then add the 5-minute effort when we start the 7th. So set yourself a target now. Look at your clock. Think about how you're feeling. It shouldn't be an overly taxing session. Relatively easy. Just spinning those legs through. Oh, I did my podcast the other night with Roger Devenold and Elaine Scale. So exciting. I have no idea what it's going to turn out like. I don't even know what I said, to be honest. I did make some notes and attempted to follow some sort of flow, but you know me, I just tend to ramble. It's probably worth listening to Roger's story, because Roger is an absolute true inspiration. He definitely hides his light under a bushel. He does not promote himself enough. He was one of the best triathletes in Wales and Pembrokeshire when we first started out. As he quite rightly said, it took him 10 years to get there, and he's had Welsh Championship honours in the later days. But in 2006, well, 2007 it was, his son was only little, and he'd been ill for a while, couldn't quite put his finger on what it was. Turned out he had leukemia. It was horrendous. I remember Tom phoning me, I think it was around about the 15th of May that year, as I was driving up to Tewkesbury to do a half marathon, to tell me that Roger was in hospital and it wasn't looking good. I think his whole family were called in. So Roger went from basically on the brink of death to coming back and living what he calls his second life. So it might well be worth having a little listen to that, how it changed his perspective, how he came back from that one day at a time, one goal at a time. And if Roger could do it, I think we all can. Take a little leaf out of his book. He doesn't race anymore, but he runs, he gets out, he swims regularly. And he loves the activity for the sake of the activity itself and not to win races. Okay, we've got 25 seconds. Now Elaine, I should once I start talking, I'll completely forget to watch the time. We've got 10 seconds. Remember, we're going to do this for 2 minutes, so do not start off too enthusiastically. If you've got a power target to hit, see if you can, but don't stress. The right leg first. Now notice I'm slowing it right down. I'm thinking about scraping the poo off my shoe. And we're going to hold this for 2 minutes. Really think about it. Try not to hold onto the bars too tight. If you don't have clippy pedals, cleats as they might otherwise be known, what I want you to do is to just let that leg go round and think about it. So keep both feet on the pedals if you haven't got clippy pedals that you can pull up with. So use the other one as sort of counterbalance to help bring it over. But don't put any effort through the other leg. So who have we got on board today? Fantastic. Looks like we've got a nice little crew. I've got Emma. Hi Emma. So good to have you back. Emily. 2 Emilys again. Well done, Emilys. I love it when we have lots of, we have multiples. We've got multiple marks. We've got 3 marks joining in. And 1 mark last week was very lucky, I see, and won himself a motorbike. That's inspired me to enter more raffles. I'm after winning a nice camper van. I can spend time down the beach and not have to come home at the end of the day. Oh, wonderful. Okay, we're doing awfully well. 2 minutes is flying by. Don't worry about the power targets at the moment. Just try not to let it clunk. So we've got 15 seconds left. So we put swap legs. In fact, we probably think about swapping legs with about 3 seconds to go. And swap your legs over, clip in and clip out. So now, oh no, it's 1 minute rest. Sorry guys. 1 minute rest, both legs. I'm warming up nicely. So we're now going to get to see the Just Strong crop top. I've gone for vibrant colours, or at least I think they are. I have left a bra underneath this one. The reason being, I think it's come in slightly bigger than it's stated. This is a size 10. I probably should have got a size 8. So, after doing one of my videos the other week, I realised that the old boobs are not quite as pert as they used to be. So rather than having a bra that's slightly too big and it looks like I burned my bra in some sort of hippie, feminist, be strong movement, I thought I'd leave a bra underneath for you. Okay, so we're now doing the left leg for 2 minutes. So engage your core, make sure you're not pulling or leaning over to any side. Think about the muscles, think about using those legs. It feels quite easy to begin with. Yes, so let me tell you about Elaine. Now Elaine, who's on the Bodge podcast, is a phenomenal athlete. She is a hockey player. But I'm sure, as she says, she could turn her hand to anything, to be honest with you. She played hockey for Wales from the age of 18, and now she's in the Masters teams. I think she returned to hockey when she became a veteran at the grand old age of 35. But she's coached hockey, cricket, any ball sport she says she loves. She's a good farming stock, so she's super strong. In fact, she needs a t-shirt. Maybe a crop top. All her children are awesome at sport. So she's fostered an absolute passion in them. What I'm hoping to do, only today I cancelled Kai's triathlon membership. He hasn't done one in at least 2 years. I kept living in hope that he would be resurrected and have a love of it. But they got to choose what they choose. 10 seconds. And we've got recovery. Have 2, both legs. That's it. So a nice rest. It's both legs going there now. So what we've got is, so yeah, very sadly, cancelled his membership today. Not quite sure if he'll be into sport as we are. But like you said, they've got to find their own way, their own paths in life. It's very competitive, only it's on a computer these days. Not quite to my liking, you can imagine. He does enjoy surfing still. Unfortunately, lockdown seems to have put paid to the weight training. He did say he wanted to go back when they can go in, but he's getting up, isn't it, doing it. Making that first step. Okay, are we ready? Right leg again. And off we go. So 2 minutes on the right leg. Nice and smooth. Listen to the sound that your foot makes, or that your tyre makes, I should say, on the resistance. Tom's Kai is very much like his dad. I think he'll probably do a little bit of training. Might compete, might not, doesn't really matter. Tom's just competitive within himself rather than against people. I like the spurring on of people. Terrible. I might be out for a little jog and I see somebody 100 yards up ahead, so I'll gently reel them in. Got to be very careful not to go out of any zones though. Work a little bit harder than I'm supposed to. Then I try and have a little chat with whoever it is before trotting off into the distance. But all of that is part of my ploy. Mind you, saying that hasn't happened for a while. I haven't been actually went out running for ages. Because my back's giving me jip over Christmas, my running hasn't been what it was. But I've been doing lots of mobility work with the back. Got a new mattress, I've got the Emma, and it's working. Man, Tom has moved out, so that might be something to do with it. When I say moved out of the bedroom. So I'm getting some really good night's sleep. No snoring, no tutting, no getting up in the middle of the night to go and get breakfast. How random is that? Okay, both legs. Away to go for 1 minute. Whew. Great, well done. Have a little drink. It's not too hard a session today, you should be feeling quite comfortable. A minute change over time, and then 2 minutes of single leg. We're on the 4 of 12. So basically I think that's 3, I can't remember, don't get me to count. Okay, and change over. So off to my left, dominant leg now. Yes, the mobility work I've been doing is all based around surf mobility, but it seems to be loosening off the back. And of course, being the researcher that I am, I've looked into a little bit more about lateral movement, so important. We're single plane. What that means is we just go forwards and backwards with our limbs. Got to involve more sideways movement, which this is the sagittal plane, and sideways is called the frontal plane. And also we have a twisting, that's the transverse plane. So we need to use all 3 planes So in your warm-ups for running, really good idea to do side steps. It's called karaoke, the twisting one. It's one of my favourites. Those are really good. Getting down and doing lunges, sumo squats, leg swings. All of these things I did religiously when I was running track. And Katrin, you would have done them as well. I don't know if I've got any other track runners with us here. But we would spend ages just warming up. And I know we don't have that sort of time these days. But if we can just add 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most, to every session that we do, we will save ourselves a lot of problems later on. We're always in a rush to get on with the actual session and forget that we need to do these extra little bits. And the stretching at the end. Ooh, you can feel it on this less dominant leg now. Okie doke, and spin those legs out. So basically we're going to do 6 on each. That's 12 minutes of single leg on each leg. There we are, that's right. That's quite a substantial amount. Quite like it when we put both legs together again, don't you? Oh. Brilliant. So who else is there? So we've got the Emmas, we've got the Emilys, we've got the Marks, we've got Kate and Katrin, the Cookers and Heather, and Freya, of course. So it's really good to throw one of these sessions in every now and again, just to make sure we're not biasing particular legs. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. Number 5. So 2 minutes. Had a hot cross bun before coming on. Absolutely delicious. Couldn't help myself. Poppy had asked Dad to pick them up when he went for his shop. So, delish. Now I'm going to start posting some of the things that I'm eating on the group site. So if you're interested in looking at how can I get through, mostly the evening meals, they're the ones I put the most effort into. And what's good about them is I'll be able to tell you what the calorie content is and the nutritional, because the app, the Libra app that I'm using at the moment, if I type in everything that I'm eating, or where I'm putting in all the ingredients for the recipe, it will work out the calorie and nutritional content for me. I think that's pretty amazing. And of course I'm storing them. So the recipes that we particularly like, it's giving me a meal list. Because most evenings, I'm just like, what am I cooking? I never plan it. My mother always told me, plan your meals a week in advance. And did I ever? No. I tried it once, but because Tom does the shopping, he only ever buys it on special, but this time round, he's actually getting what I'm putting on the shopping list. He's learning. It's only taken 23 years. Is it 24? 24 this year. Gosh, how do you manage that? Okay, get ready to change legs. When we went for a walk today, I told Tom I need to do a challenge and do a video for a challenge. And he said, oh, well, what challenge are you going to do? And I said, well, living with you? Could I do a challenge video of how to live with Tom, the Ogster? I don't know if there are many men out there that are like Tom. I keep seeing all these husbands out, like pressure washing their pathways, doing stuff in the garden, up on the roof, decorating. Yeah, no, that isn't Tom. He's training, he's working, he's resting, or he's hoovering. I know. Well, I shouldn't say say too much. He is shocking for me and getting what's on my lists. Are we ready? Oh God, I forgot which one it is now. I'm going to end up doing the same leg twice. I'm not sure. Let's start with that one. Oh, this is number 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be right. You can let me know. Give me a, I don't know, a sad face if I've just gone and clicked into the wrong leg because I chat too much. If you want to ask me any questions throughout this, please make sure you do. And also give me hands up who'd like to have a guide on how to live with Tom. He's all right. I do think the reason we've lasted 24 years is because our shifts have always crossed each other. I've been actually amazed how well we've got on now that he's been working very differently. Yeah, this left leg is thinking, what on earth are you doing? Having to concentrate a little bit more. Think about scraping that poo. I'm thinking about it myself. Halfway through. Oh. Four of these left. Is that right? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I can't count. Okay, double leg. Ooh, ah. There's 3 left on each leg, if I've worked that one out correctly. So, I'm sure most of you have already seen this, but what did you do on Mother's Day? Did you have a socially distant visit? We're hoping to have a visit with Granny tomorrow for us, but obviously you've already done it. Me, today it's Saturday, the day before Mother's Day. My lot, will they even remember? Poppy has mentioned that she has. Oh, are we ready? So my right leg, single, off we go. Okay, hard focus on pulling back, scraping through the bottom of the pedal. Brilliant. Good. I can definitely tell my right leg is the dominant one. Doesn't seem to mind this at all. Left, ooh, it's another story. Okay, Will, well done. Single leg, not about beasting it. Nice and smooth, operator. Smooth, operator. I can't think of a tune. Somebody help me with that one. Have a little sing. I'm hoping you've all got some music on in the background so you don't just have to listen to me. Keep it going. Well done. Oh, we're nearly half an hour into the session now. A little bit of a shift of weight. 10 seconds left. Woo. Okay, both legs. Absolutely fabo, well done. Have another drink. Got a fresh one today. Thought there'd be less leakage of plastic toxins if I changed my water. With microplastic toxins. One of the girls sent a video of all the tiny bits that are being washed up onto the beach today. Oh, what are we doing? Why are people not disposing of their rubbish? Throw away masks. Oh, that drives my head in. Okay, are we ready? There we go. Throw away masks. They are biggest bugbear at the moment. And in college we have to use the 3-ply ones. And they said, don't worry, we've got plenty of the disposable ones here. Why is suddenly the environment doesn't matter anymore? Oh, nobody seems to be connecting it. It's our terrible misuse and waste of our natural resources that's probably causing a lot of these issues that we're having today. I mean, I'm not super green. I do try and recycle everything, eat everything, don't buy more than I need, wear my clothes until they got holes in them. But other than that, she says with her new Be Strong clothing, people just do not think. And the rubbish in the countryside lanes, oh, it's embarrassing. Oh, the left one's feeling it now. Oh, there was a couple of glugs. Thirty seconds left. 2 on each leg left after this one. Having to think. Concentrating. Three, two, one, and both legs. Only 2 more on each leg left. And then we've got 5-minute effort. There's the cool down, and then we're done. It's all right, isn't it? I'm all swelling up a little bit. Yeah, Just Strong. JustStrong.com, remember? Order slightly size smaller than you are, and I'm sure it'll fit perfectly. Have a look if there are any of these now that have cups in. That would be my recommendation, especially for us aging population who's not quite as pert as we used to be. Sorry chap, sorry Martin, sorry. Okay, are we ready? And back to single leg. Unclip. And away to go. So now onto my more dominant leg. The one that I find just a little bit easier. Just a little bit easier. I know. X Factor are not going to be knocking on my door. I've accepted that. After years of interviews. No, I didn't, honestly. What? You think I should go on X Factor? Who is that saying that? Who is that? Don't get the red rag to a bull. Don't ever encourage me to do anything like that, because I'll just do it. I'm just a fool. So naive. And yet not all at the same time. Haven't heard anything from Joe Wicks yet. I think he said it'd be another 2 weeks before he has seen all the videos, before he starts the shortlisting process. I did spot that some people have gone on to his little chats and nominated their friends, so come on friends, find Joe Wicks, tell him I deserve it. After all these years of slaving it away, with nobody knowing about it, my own little den of doom. 30 seconds left. I want a bigger den of doom, I want to go global. I want more. To be rolling in the green stuff. And I'm not talking silage. Okay, let's get nearly ready. Keep the right leg going in a rhythm. I think mine's dropping off. Okay, both legs clipping back in. Off we go. Nice and smooth. Actually, it says rest on my watch for these, but it's not really a rest. Or is it? The legs just helping each other. Creating momentum and forward motion. So this is like strength training, specifically strength for bike. That's the way you've got to think about any drills that you do. They are your strength work, they're your foundations, they'll prevent your muscle imbalances, and all being well in the long run, they are going to prevent injury. Okay, which one have I got next? Oh my god, I think it's this one. Okay, are we swapping over? Let's swap over then. Ooh la la. Nice dominant leg. Is it? No, you fool. Is it? No. No, it's leg. Suddenly dreaming, mansions. Almost got run over today. Can you believe it? Oh my god, this fool of a van. Tom, Roger, and myself, we stood on the side of the road, on the right-hand side. Well, if you're looking down the road, by the racecourse. The cars were obviously on the left, going that way. Cars on the right would be coming towards me. So I stood, because obviously you have to have a 2 metre distancing. I stood probably 1.5 metres away from Roger, and for whatever bizarre reason I was demonstrating jumping like a kangaroo, and I had to just slightly jump off the pavement. The problem was, I was looking to see what traffic was coming toward me on the correct side of the road. I wasn't looking to see what idiot, just by the racecourse, end of a housing estate, was overtaking extremely close to me. His wing mirror actually clipped my bobble hat. So scary. And the idiot of idiots didn't even notice that the car in front of him that he was overtaking was turning into the cricket club. So it could have been an absolute disaster. Not only did he nearly kill me, but he nearly killed the people in the car that he was overtaking. It's a white van. I just wish somebody had taken his number plate. Ooh, makes me so angry. Why did they have to rush? Literally 800 metres down the road, they've got a big sharp bend at the bottom of the hill. Okay, both legs. Oh la la. We're on the last one on each side. Yahoo! See, I sound very angry. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I thought about it until now. But all the way around the race, I was just going, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Literally, if I didn't bounce one step further backwards, yeah, I don't think I'd be sitting here now talking to you. Ugh, ugh. Doesn't bear thinking about, does it? Idiots in cars, in vans. Shouldn't be allowed to drive. Maybe idiots bouncing around like a kangaroo on the side of the road. Well, that should be perfectly acceptable. should be allowed to bounce like a kangaroo at some point in their life. Okay, are we ready? Okay, I think it's this leg now. Is it? Is it? Yes. The penultimate single leg effort. Not quite sweated as much today, which is nice. Good. Oh my gosh, the boy kangaroo song's just come into my head now. It started talking about when I used to do Boogie Babies, which is a little class I did with preschoolers at the leisure centre. And yeah, I used to bounce like a kangaroo and the little ones loved it. I used it as my plyometric training session. It was actually my best year of triathlon, I suppose. So everybody should boing, 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 a kangaroo. It is, what new songs they are now. Oh my gosh. Oh, Justin Fletcher. If any of you have got little children or grandchildren, Mr. Tumble, Justin Fletcher, has got some great songs that you can bounce around, be an animal, or whatever you so wish. We used to just be anything. Dinosaurs, kangaroos. We had ants in our pants, that was one of the songs. That wasn't Justin's, that was nancymusic.com, I got those from. That was a good one. I want to sing them all to you. If you want me to sing them, maybe not today, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, comment on, 2 legs on the clip below. I have a whole plethora, a little catalogue of songs. All the other ones we used to use as well were the Wiggles. I'm hoping you've all had the Wiggles. Oh, Rockabye Bear. You've got to look at that one. Oh my gosh, I wish I could have videoed those classes. They were so cute. And Poppy, who is now super duper duper shy, used to start the class and we would roll a dice around, the children with their mums would count how many numbers were on the dice and they would say their name. But Poppy used to introduce that and ask them to do it. So cute. Absolutely loved it. Oh, I should have had it. Who knows? Okay, coming up to the last one now. 2, 1. Here we go. Last single leg effort. So, oh, got a couple of likes and a couple of comments wanting me to sing one of the songs. Or I might give you a line. Let me remember. Are you ready? Put your fingers in your ears now, if not. If you've got ants in your pants, or fleas on your knees, and you feel like a wriggle worm, come along with me and you will see. It's alright to wriggle and squirm. Ooh, it's alright to wriggle and squirm. And with that, obviously, we'd have ants in our pants and we'd scratch our knees. And then we'd wriggle and squirm all over the place. Again, one of my favourites. I'm not sure I can remember any of the others. What? No more, thank you. Some of you, one of you asked for it, I give what I give it, but the majority obviously did want the song. Oh, I got clapping hands just popped up. Because somebody liked it, thank you guys. Yes, it's all right to wriggle and squirm. Maybe not on your bike though. No wriggling and squirming on your bike today. Oh, we had a clunk. Oh, it's left leg. 30 seconds to go. It's feeling the effort. So the cadence isn't super fast. The power is at a level that I can manage. Too light and I would be constantly clunking. Too hard and I just wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, both legs, got a minute's rest. Can't remember if it goes straight into the 5 minutes. From there, I'm going to have a little look on the watch. Oh, I've stopped it away. Oh, it doesn't want to tell me. It tells me what we're doing now and what we're not what we're doing next. So anyway, when we go for the next 5 minutes, you want to be working at an RPE of about 6. Today's session is not about being absolutely pooped, although I am puffing a little bit. It is about working those muscles equally, feeling which leg is weaker than the other, so that we can concentrate on it when we're cycling. If we think about a specific muscle in isolation, well, let's see what's happening. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, up we go for 5 minutes. So about to 6, not too hard, any cadence you like, but with both legs. That's not bad. So yeah, if you think about a single muscle group in isolation whilst you're riding your bike, what happens is the communication lines increase. You want to get down on the bars for this, so that we're again working on technique. Can we hold, well, 4.5 minutes now, down on the bars. I'm not very good at staying down on the bars. You can't believe 112 miles on these bars. Particularly in Kona, you didn't have to get out of them at all. Maybe a little bit up to Harvey, but the incline was quite steep. But all the rest, no problem. So whatever cadence suits you now. Nice and easy. About a 6, no more than a 6 even by the end of it. That's it, good. Gone all quiet now, and I'm concentrating on being down in the aero position. So no longer letting that weaker leg pull you down. Get it up to the level of your strong leg, and you will reach peak fitness. According to the research from the Journal of Applied Physiology. I wish it was my research, but no. Good. So 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. From the aero position. Go down on your drops if you've got a drop handlebar bike. Nats, I know you've got a straight bar. So just, I don't know, put a towel over and you can lean on it like this. Because we will be upgrading to a racing bike. I will get you joining a bike club and doing sporties. I'm Sarah. You've got drops, haven't you? What are you riding? Last minute and a half. Well done, girls. Hope you enjoyed that one, Jackie. And Penny, have you joined us today? For those of you that are getting it later, Penny's probably getting it in a few days' time. remember, if you haven't done the full hour, it's not a problem. Something's better than nothing. That is the motto for 2021. Listen to your body. Some of you may have seen Pembrokeshire Tri Club announced that it looks likely that Pembrokeshire Coast will go ahead. I think they've got 50 spaces left. I don't think I've done it since 2012. Not in full, I've done relays. Three, two, one, and sit up. And then we've just got, oh, excuse me, 5 minutes of nice, easy pedaling. Good, and that's our cool down. Alleviate pressure if needs be. Good. That's it, yeah, just cool down. But one of you needing to get off, that's absolutely fine. Head out. Don't sit straight down though. I know a lot of you are watching the match today. So don't just sit down and then drink lots of beer, because I know that's quite likely. Make sure you're stretching. Ooh, you could sit in front of the match and do some stretching. I started doing that of an evening, and Tom had retired upstairs because apparently me moving around all over the living room floor is a distraction from the television. I'm not sure if it's a good distraction or a bad distraction, but at least I get the living room to myself. Yeah, okay, I can't sit still, you know. You know. It's all this extra energy from eating all this extra food is giving me. Bouncing like a kangaroo. We just got a message. So somebody has said it would be a distraction for them as well, but I'm not sure where I should take that. Oh, you just want to relax. Okay. That's it. Keep those legs spinning nicely. Now we're coming towards the end. We've got the last 2 minutes and 4 to 5 seconds left. Good, well done. There's less than an hour in total today. That's always a Bobby bonus. Catherine, you love the ones that are short, don't you? Good, well done. Last 2 minutes now. Don't forget mobilisation exercises. I have put on people's programmes a video of somebody else doing them, but I might spend a few minutes doing my own one. But yeah, they're just the ones that we used to do, part and parcel of our run at the track back in the 80s and 90s, isn't it, Catherine? So side swings, back and forth. Okay, across the body, coming that way and that way. The key is to open up at the hips, to loosen off the muscles around it, because they get locked in. I was reading something that a yogi had put online the other day about how muscles around our pelvis, particularly when we're stressed, they tighten It's like our fight or flight sort of mechanism. And so if it's, I'm not even sure if it's fight or flight, but if we're scared, we automatically sort of pull ourselves in. So because we're in this position anyway, if we've got a lot of stress, we carry it in our hips and the muscles get super, super tight around them, causing all sorts of tensions and locking them in. So it's our job not only to not be stressed, but to release those tensions. Mobility exercises, stretching, keep on top of it. 5 or 10 minutes a day is all that it takes to start turning it around. You've got 10 seconds left. Okay. 2, 1, and stop the clock. Just want to say, huge thank you for joining me tonight in the Den of Doom, or today, or maybe it's this morning where you are. I do it every time. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you very, very soon. Don't forget to stretch. Take care now. Bye-bye.